Yodi ho ho ho, good morning everybody. This is a good one. I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your day. Today, I am starting off with a pretty darn good way to go for a guy that makes RV videos for a living. I am down at Funtown RV's campground. I got a couple different units set up for me, and the heat has kind of died down a bit. The last couple days we're in the hundos, and now it is got a good little breeze, got a little overcast for the morning. Just a pretty good start to the day. But enough about me. Let's get to the main reason why you guys are here. Today we are taking a tour of the 2025 Cardinal 33CHEF. I'm going to go over this in probably about 15 minutes or so, really break down, everything that you need to, see if this is something that you want to come and check out, at a dealership. And since we are down at Funtown RV's campground at their superstore in Cleburne, Texas, incredible place, by the way. Rented a Nissan Rogue. Drives okay from the airport. We'll see. I'll tell you what, I've been goofing around. I've been doing too much talking to myself, so I'm getting a little bit crazy. But yeah, I'll put a link for Funtown RV down in the description so that way you can check out this model. But the #1 towable dealership in the entire country. But all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, will all be down in the description, along with some of the options, like the fact that this has 3 ACs and things of that nature. So you can get a real good breakdown of this. And if you guys don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button or drop a comment. You have no idea how much it helps to push it to new people just by, simply saying hey or something like that. It really helps me out. But you got a little pass-through storage right there. We're going to go through this, probably 15 minutes or so. 2025 Cardinal 33CHEF. And right when you walk in, the AC is already kicking. I've only had this thing on for about 5-10 minutes or so. This has 3 ACs, but the middle one is going to be the Furrion Chill Cube, which is kind of interesting because, to the best of my knowledge, that is not a ducted AC, but it has ducted AC. So those originated from like the Brinkleys, and they don't have the ducting except for the Brinkley, maybe the bedroom to the bathroom. But then you have the 2 ACs right here, and then one up in the bedroom. So I'm curious to see if they found a way to duct in that throughout with the other systems or not. I don't know enough about that to know. But that's pretty cool either way. So you got kind of the best of both worlds. The Chill Cube at 18K, and then you have your other 15K ACs right there. But pretty much a classic rear kitchen setup right here. I really like the decoring of the floor. I think it's a nice little color. It also does a good job of hiding, any type of like dirt buildup or anything like that. And even though this is a more entry-level camper, you do have really nice tall, high slides, which results in really big windows. I mean, look at how nice the size of that window is. It's also an emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. This sofa right here is going to be a pull-out sofa. And then, of course, you have your manual recliners right here, too. That's going to be directly across from your TV. And you're going to see you got the cup holder, so that way you can be cracking a couple cold cans of apple juice or maybe plopping a charger over there in the wall, and getting things charging. But this is what I was talking about with, I don't know if this is, but I'm nearly positive because I travel into a ton of RVs. I believe this is going to be the largest window in the RV industry. I have never seen anything quite the size of this. The only downside to it is it doesn't open, but drop a comment, let me know what you think, because down here at the campground, I mean, look at the view that you get from this window. It is absolutely incredible. Then obviously it is tinted, and it is so large that they actually have 2 of the shades coming down. Cardinal uses the zebra shade, so you got kind of the Dracula, half Dracula, and then of course, no Dracula right there. So I think that's pretty darn snazzy to have that. It's also, keeping the price point down for you. You got kind of like a bar style high top here too as well, with the taller chairs too, which I think is pretty nice. And then of course, you have your desk. So for me, in my life, I imagine sitting down here, maybe myself or the kids, getting a little bit of work done. Of course, you got a good view going on. It's also going to be, a wood top too. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. So I think that's pretty nice. Usually they do like some like real cheap plastic or something like that, but having the wood top is kind of cool. 6 pull-out drawers, with the bottom 2 are going to be about, what would you say, about twice the size there. And then of course you do have outlets there up underneath over on that side with a cord feed right here as well. And then a couple more outlets on the side. Also notice they are using a flush mount slide, which in this price point isn't always the case. That's for sure, because it's a little bit more expensive to do it that way. Sitting at about 6'2", 6'3" for head height, so the taller people should be okay. If you're much taller than that, then you might have to duck a little bit coming in. but the rear kitchen setup too. It's kind of that horseshoe setup, which some people love it, some people hate it. Maybe let me know how you feel. But one thing that is nice, and I get this comment, and I've never thought about it. I don't know, never really has affected me, but there's no cabinets over the sink, so you don't have to worry about when you're doing dishes hitting your head. Apparently that's like a major thing. I've never had this many comments about it in my life, but I was actually asked if you can like go over the sink and pretend you're doing dishes, because people were concerned about hitting their head on the cabinets. So I don't know, maybe I don't do enough dishes, or maybe I've never just encountered that before. Stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. I also like this backsplash. It's actually not even textured. It just has the appearance of tile, but it does look really nice. Underneath the sink, you got room for your garbage can and plenty of other stuff. I mean, you can definitely figure out what you're doing there. You also have a thermo-wrap plastic there too as well, so no openings on the sides to absorb any water or anything like that. Good little Keurig action over here. And I mean, you know, you got your bowls, you got your plates, maybe your cereals, you're having a good time, you're down at the campground, you're cooking up a little bit of popcorn or rooski, or possibly baking up a potato. And then I also like this, how it's all hands-free right there on that little strut system. They use one of those little brass ones right there, so I think that's pretty cool. This is one of the videos where, since I am at a dealership and not at the manufacturer, I do have the pricing information. So stock number 213834, if you want the specific one. Cardinal 33CHEF 2025. MSRP $91,480.40, selling for $62,988. And the nice thing here at Funtown is no hidden fees. It's just the sale price, tag, title, and dock, and then of course your taxes. If you want to have it delivered, you know, you can pay for delivery. If you want options, you can pay for different options, but you're not going to get dinged with all those extra BS fees. Can't stand it. People paying for PDIs and all that stuff, guys. Pre-delivery inspection. They have to do that to deliver a new unit. They cannot not check over the unit prior to shipping it out. So do not ever pay anything like that. It's absolutely crazy that people still get caught with doing that. You have the 3-top burner to whip up all the fixings, you know, and enough room for maybe, excuse me, pizza or some, cookies or something like that. 12-volt refrigerator. So what's nice is this will, run off of the battery. So basically, I had a question in the last video where I posted. I was talking about the 12-volt. They said, what's the difference between a 12-volt refrigerator and a residential refrigerator? So there's two ways that you can power things in an RV. You have your 12-volt, and then you have your 120-volt. So that's going to be things like, a residential refrigerator, or like your microwave will be like residential power. So the 120-volt, you can think home power. 12-volt, you can think battery power. So you just kind of break it down really simple. 12-volt will handle things like, obviously a 12-volt refrigerator, but like all of your lighting systems, not any type of like touch screens or anything like that, but it'll handle all of your lights. And then the 120-volt will handle the rest of the stuff, like your TV and your fireplace, your ACs, things of that nature. So 12-volt will be kind of on the surface level of the meat and potato, kind of like the sides. And then the 120-volt will handle pretty much everything that's the main course on the plate. So hopefully that breaks it down for you. But if you have any other questions, feel free to do it. Maybe I'll make like one big educational video where I'm really, kind of well thought out. I didn't obviously get the speech pattern there probably correct on the 12 and the 120, but I think I could make a really good kind of RV camping guide. Fireplace, that'll be on the 120. It is puts out about 4,800 BTUs of heat, so it'll heat the entirety of this area, even on a moderately chilly day. And then, of course, you have your TV as well, and this TV is going to be on a swivel there too. You also got kind of the textured finish there, which I think looks really nice, with a little bit of more overhead storage too. All right, flip it around. Show you this one more time. I think it looks pretty darn snazzy. Maybe get one from this side, could be a good thumbnail. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Maybe put something like, largest window in the game. It is a crazy window. I imagine being down here. I mean, I know this is an RV dealership, but you can use this after you purchase your RV. And man, what an advantage it is compared to other places. I've never seen a dealership do something like that before. And I've been here, I think this is like my 4th or 5th time here again, because it's an awesome place to record. Tankless water heater. So right there, the Suburban. Here are going to be all of your lighting controls, your awnings, and then all your slide-out controls. This is the control for the Chill Cube, which is that Furrion one that I pointed out earlier. And then this is going to be the control for your Zone 1. And you can probably control, let's see here. Okay, yeah, so this will be for the back. No, I'm sorry. That one right there is for the back. This one right here will be for the front. PVC roof membrane, too, so that's got a lifetime warranty on it, so that's going to be nice. Bathroom in here. So I just saw a little sticker, 6'4" for the bathroom, which is nice. You do have a plastic foot flush thrown there. Again, it's more of an entry-level price point camper. However, I do wish that they still put in the porcelain. I would probably switch that out, which is very doable and pretty simple. 6 feet tall, probably about 6'6" into here. You're looking at about 6'2" or so into here. And then as you step down, you're getting at 6'4" right there. You also have the Super Steamer Stink Sucker 3000 up on the wall. And then, of course, you got a mirror for the old bowling gun, baby. The backlight looking nice. And then, of course, you know, different types of spots for all your stuff. Or in my case, this will be my drawer for all of my clothing and belongings. And then my wife will claim, you know, everything else inside this camper. She's probably not watching at this point in the video. It's all right, we can talk a little smack. So right there, I mean, look at that. You got a queen bed. Looks like you got room for king if you would like. You got a little shelving on either side with outlets, USBs, and universal Cs as well. And there is a big old cardboard box in there, so that actually goes deep. You can see it right there. I say it's a king bed. It looks like a queen, though. I think the king is if you fill up the rest of the spots. Again, you got your AC up here. You got the backer for the TV right here, along with your plug-ins, so your cable and outlets. Emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. And then, of course, right here, you're going to have your drawers. These are also going to be on soft close. And then, you know, you got washer and dryer prep here in the front. Oh, you got washer and dryer in this, so that's cool. But so that's not a standard, so make sure you're definitely keeping an eye out for it. If you want the washer and dryer, this is how it would be positioned, but make sure you ask for it if you do. But good hanging room, and then you got plenty of places for all your wife's stuff. Turned into a goofy video. It's alright, I'm a goofy guy today. But again, it's the 2025 Cardinal 33CHEF. If you guys don't mind, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And just in case the first time around you didn't get it, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description of this video. You know, with the price link and all that. Molded fiberglass front cap. This is what they call a mid-profile RV, meaning it's going to be kind of the rounded and sloping down right there. You also have full profile RV, which are usually more money, and you know, they're a little bit taller. But yeah, just to let you know, it's kind of a mid-profile. It's also, you got the electric jacks. You have your propane behind this door. So you just open this bad boy up, and there you go. You also have a quick connect right there that ties into it. Really nice pass-through storage. And then you also have an alumifoil, little thermofoil right up here. And then along with your aluminum frame construction as well, with your linoleum floor, along with outlets and USB, or outlets and cable hookups, along with your solar charge controller there too as well. It's got the extended seasons package, and they also have the rib armor here up underneath too as well, which is nice. Vacuum bonded construction, which I need to make a video down at the factory about the different types of sidewalls. It's actually kind of cool watching the process. I went down there. It's just hard to record because some of the people, you know, you never know which factory is Amish, and you never want to press, you know, that if you're uncomfortable being on camera. It's hard to do that. They don't say anything, but I just feel kind of bad. You have a backup camera prep right here, so that way you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. You're also going to get the towing package on this too. So it's a 2-inch receiver, 3,000 pounds of tow rating, along with 300-pound hitch rating, and then your 4-way flat there as well. Your 50-amp connection will be located right here. And again, remember, you have those 3 ACs, which is really nice. You got your sewer outlet connection right on over here. And then as you're moving on along, you got your other dumps. Back end of the Suburban hot water heater. And then, of course, you know, you got your docking station. So it's got really, you know, what you need. Your black tank flush. your hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower where you put your water in, and your low point drains. Right here, you're going to get your electric auto leveling controls, your battery disconnect, and then your front cap lights, which I'll show you that here real quick. You get your spare tire and some basic storage there up in the front too. But I love the way that this front cap looks with these lights. Look at that. But all right, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2025 Cardinal 33CHEF. See ya.